Hey guys, what is up? I hope everybody's been having a great day. Super happy to be back with another special 18-hole video at Woodhome Country Club with my coach Bernie Najar. He's going to be trying to help me not suck and hopefully give you guys some insight as well on how to score and how to play the game. So I'm excited to have him out here again.
Well, Kyle, it's great to be back here at Woodhome, and everyone watching, you're going to see one of the best golf courses in Maryland, one of my favorite places to play, and I had the good fortune of being the director of instruction here for 17 years. Great golf course. Kyle's going to hit a lot of neat shots. You're going to see some irons off the tee. You're going to see some tee shots, but there's a lot of precision out here, demanding green complexes, uneven lies, so enjoy it, and hopefully we're going to show you some tips that help you with your game.
Yeah, I've been coming here since since 2008. That's when I first started seeing Bernie, and he was at the time working at Woodhome. So it's nice to come back, brings back some memories. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys do, please be sure to click the like button, subscribe to Bernie's YouTube channel, I'll link it down in the description below. And yeah, subscribe to my channel while you're at it if you guys haven't already. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And as always, I hope you guys enjoy the video. All right, so a little bit of a weird lie here. We're gonna have a very uphill lie. See the pin out there in distance. So I got 73 yards, and it's a little bit uphill, so I got to take that into account. So I'm gonna go ahead with 58 degree, just try to knock the loft down a little bit, and really it's all about distance here. All right guys, so pretty well judged, honestly, a little bit long, but yeah, that was a very, very tough shot to judge because I didn't know how that was gonna jump out. So we got about a 15, 18 footer, very makeable. So yeah, see if we can make your putt.
Good.
Guys, so decent start there, not the best putt, but obviously we're still getting used to the green, so I think we'll make a few next couple holes. So on hole 2, 590 yard par 5. We're gonna be hitting a shot right at those evergreens way down there, so send it with the driver. Alright, so I pushed out a little bit right, and this is the current situation here. So the green, I believe, and I know Bernie will help me get lined up, but the green is roughly in the direction of that little trunk right there, and there's a little, it's hard to see, but there is a little ravine in front of it. I got about 180. Hit that really hard, so it was almost 400 yards. And so we're gonna discuss kind of risk taking and how to be aware of your trajectory, because we do have a pretty significant obstacle here that we have to decide whether or not we can clear. So why don't you kind of give people your thoughts on this?
Sure. Well, welcome to Woodhome Country Club, everyone. And Kyle and I have been training here for a long time. We're out on the second hole. It's a par 5. He's got some trees to bypass, and most of us would just be happy to get back in the fairway laterally. But a little tip for you, if you want to see if you can hit the ball high enough, take your club, step on it like this. This will show you a good launch angle. So Kyle, I know with your swing, with your speed, not only can you get over, but there's a good chance from here you can knock it on the green. Mm-hmm. And by the way, we're playing a 600 yard par 5, which is kind of cool that you're going to hit a sand wedge too. Yeah. So why don't you show us how that's done?
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. And keep in mind, I got a pretty substantial jumper, so it's something where there's not going to be a lot of spin, so I can really step on it. And obviously, being able to hit something with a lot of loft really hard is going to help me get over these trees. So got about 180 left, and with a 54 degree wedge. And yeah, let's see if we can get this on the green. All right, guys, so a little bit right. We did just make it over. So this is what I got left, hitting a 62-degree wedge. So let's see if we can flop it over and get it close.
Well, let me just look at it. Every bit of 8 feet.
All right, guys, so that was a tough hole there, you know, but you know, it's early in the round, so we're just gonna keep playing. That was a tough putt, really breaks a lot. So on to hole 3, 165-yard par 3. You'll be hitting a pitching wedge and just trying to bring it in from the right. All right, so unfortunately I pulled it a bit left. I'm not really picking up on the wind the way I should be right now. So we are short-sided, so gonna need to really hoist this one up in the air with the 62-degree wedge and try to get this close and see if we can scramble. All right, guys, so not the best hole there. Still trying to find my footing and get comfortable out here. Now we're on hole 4, 460-yard par 4. Gonna be hitting driver and trying to fit it up the right center. All right, guys, well, I pulled this one pretty bad and I'm in a bit of a tough scenario here, so it's gonna be really tough to take at the green with that much blockage right there on the pin. So Barry and I talked about taking a pitching wedge and trying to run it up the front side of that green. So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think it's really good to get back into position when you're out of position. Too often when you get out of position, if you try a hero shot, you can make a higher number on the hole. So Kyle, I'd like you to hit out to the right center of the green. Even if you miss the green a little bit from over there, it's an easy chip and putt. So let's get back into play and see if we can get a 4 here.
Yeah, and if you guys ever watch guys on tour, you almost always see them, that's kind of the first thing they try. And the reason I think a disproportionate amount of the time people focus on the hero shots is because that's the stuff that draws eyeballs. So of course the PGA, and that's going to be shown a lot. So, but 95% of the time, these are the types of shots that pros are going to hit to get it back in play and keep their score from going crazy. So 90 yards, gonna be hitting a pitching wedge. Just try and get it around the green.
This shot, ready.
All right, guys, so here's where the ball is right here, just a bit short, but right around the green like we were hoping for. And Bernie has another kind of bit of information for us on how to play the shot.
Yeah, so you can see the ball sitting down in the rough. It's on an upslope, and you'll see there's a lot of grass behind the ball. I'm not going to putt this, but one of the things that you can do here, especially when you have a lot of green, is play a little running shot. This is going to come out very much like if your ball is buried in the sand. So you don't want to try to hit a high one from here. You just want to take a nice gap wedge, pitch and run it up the slope, and that's going to give you a great chance to save par.
Yep, and that's exactly what I have. I have a 54-degree wedge and gonna take advantage of the fact that I have an uphill slope and see if we can run it up close. Well, not playing that good right now, but you know, I'm still learning how to hit shots around the green and all that stuff, so sometimes I'm gonna suck. It is what it is. So on hole 5, 230-yard par 3. Gonna be hitting a 6-iron. See if we can hit a good shot. All right, so not a bad shot here, especially from 225. So got about 35 feet up the hill. So yeah, by the way, these greens are very difficult. So I remember growing up trying to learn these greens, they were very tough. So see if we can have a good hole here and make a good putt. All right, for a second I thought that was gonna go in. That was dead on the line, just didn't quite have enough gas on it. So we're starting to get it figured out, which I'm feeling good about. On hole 6, really cool little hole here, downhill dogleg to the right. Gonna be hitting a 1-iron at that lone tree out there. All right, guys, so that was a perfect shot. 312 carry-ish, rolled out to about 320. So what do you think about that?
Kind of annoying, Kyle, I'm not gonna lie. That's where I would hit my best tee ball, but great shot there, and you've got one of the best par 4s you'll play anywhere. It's a precision tee shot that you gotta play here, and now you got a downhill shot to a great target. I think this is one of our toughest holes at Woodhome, and over the years in tournament play, if you play this well, you're gonna have a good chance to win.
Yeah, I agree, because I played a few tournaments here, and you know, it's one of those holes where you just have to be in the fairway, because if you're in these trees at all, like, you literally have to lay up, and then you have a very tough little shot over water. So we got 124 left, pins in the back edge, so I got to be really careful about going long here. I have a 54-degree wedge, and I'm just going to try to skip this one as close to that back edge as I can without pushing it too long. So this would be a nice little test to me to see if I can kind of rein it in and have a good distance. All right, it's not the best shot here, but I gotta be honest, you know, I really just wanted to prove to myself that I had the ability to restrain myself from sending it, you know, long of this pin. I mean, look where that pin is. So, you know, I'm just gonna take small victories because it's a process, and I'm just glad I was able to discipline myself to not go crazy long, which is definitely my tendency. So we do have a very easy uphill putt from 40 feet, so we can go aggressive and try to make this, so let's try to do that. All right, guys, so now on hole 7, not upset with that 2-putt in that last hole. That was a pretty tough hole, to be honest with you guys. So hole 7, 340-yard, par 4. So I'm gonna be hitting a 1-iron up the right center of that fairway, because driver will definitely go too far. So let's send it. Okay, so that's a really good tee shot there. Caught it a little heavy, but dead straight, exactly where what I wanted it to do. So got 140 yards left to the pin. Gonna be hitting a 48-degree wedge. It is at the back edge, if you guys see right there. So I gotta be very careful, but let's see if we can push this back there. All right, so here's my ball landed. Pretty safe shot, actually. Actually, that pin is literally 3 paces off the back edge, so I'm gonna give this a really aggressive run. So let's see if we can roll one in. Thought this would be a cute little thing to show. Cute little Bambi. Always nice to see wildlife out here, but that was a pretty decent 4 there. That hole is insane. That green is so back to front. So this hole from the tips about 290, 300. So really all it's about is getting it just around that tree line there and letting it filter down to the right. So I'm gonna be hitting a 2-iron because anything more will go over the green. And yeah, let's go for a freaking 2 here. Alright guys, so I went a little bit long. That's still a very good shot. Sorry for the lighting. We actually had to skip around from 6 to 9. So these 7th and 8th holes are our last holes of the day. Don't worry, the lighting will get much better the rest of the video after this hole. So, but I went a little long, and Bernie and I were talking about how to play this shot. You know, so we got plenty of green to work with. And well, what would be your recommendation to play this shot?
Yeah, the shot here is typically, for most amateurs, your putter is your best choice, because you're going to get the ball rolling along the ground with enough speed where your worst putt is usually better than your worst chip. But if you're trying to make this, you probably would want to chip it so that you get a truer roll onto the green. And so if you're chipping over here, I'll just take the club and just talk about the setup. You want to make sure when you're chipping, one of the worst things you can do is stand like it's a regular shot, keeping the club at this angle. You actually want to stand with the shaft a little bit higher. So we raise the handle like this and make a similar motion to a long putting stroke. I'll just go ahead and play it, Kyle, here, put a little pressure on me. You'll see I just flipped it and it's running out very much like a putt. And that's a good way to play that shot if you're chipping. But be sure to putt if you're not sure and if you haven't practiced chipping from here.
Yeah, and that's definitely a good tip to keep in mind around the greens, because a lot of amateurs, I believe, they give back a lot of shots around the green compared to tougher shots. A lot of people are actually pretty good at tough shots, and because they're fun to practice. So yeah, I'm gonna follow Bernie's advice, do a little hands up with the toe down, bump around the pitching wedge, and we'll see if we can get this up and down a little bit.
Yeah. Goes a hair left. Nice.
All right guys, so on hole 9, we have a dogleg left straight back into the sun, so hopefully it doesn't get too crazy on the camera. But yeah, I can be sitting a 1-iron right at that little dip in the tree line there.
Okay.
All right guys, so I pushed a little bit right. We do have a bit of a hurting wind, so that ball didn't go too far, didn't really hit it that great. So 190 left. We do have a jumper lie, so I'm gonna be hitting a pitching wedge. Just trying to land in the front part of the green and let it chase up. All right, so a really good shot there. You can actually see the pitch mark from here, right there. So this is a crazy back to front green, so it's definitely good to keep it under the pin. We are gonna have a lot of break here, but we can also try and make this. I think we're gonna make a bomb pretty soon, so let's see if we can make a good roll. All right, guys, so that was an insane.
Definitely have to make this go in.
Yeah. All right, guys, so that was a lip out that rolled backwards. That's just going to show you how much slope is on that green. So got away with one a little bit there. Bernie and I are trying to get out to get a gauge on how far out this green cuts. So the green is right in that direction right there. The tee box is right there. So I thought this would be a really good hole for me and Bernie to kind of take you through the difference in strategy call. So when I played the USAM qualifier here like 5-6 years ago, you know, I took driver, but nowadays it might be a better idea to take an iron. But we can also take driver because I can definitely drive this green. However, something to keep in mind, those big white stakes there are definitely not good. So if you pull it left, you're in trouble. So Bernie and I are going to go through a little bit of a strategy call here, kind of the difference between taking a driver, why we take driver, and maybe why I take a 4-iron. So why don't you take it away here and kind of explain kind of our thoughts here.
Yeah, so drivable par 4 for Kyle, and a shot here. We're playing the alternate green. So there's actually 2 greens on this hole where Kyle was showing you the OB stakes. That's for the regular green, and then the alternate green is over these trees here, which is where we're going to be going. Now with Kyle's distance off the tee, he could easily hit his driving iron right near the front of the green, believe it or not, if it was firm. We've had a good bit of rain, so I think it'll come up just a little shy, but anything over these trees, it's going to be just fine for playing an aggressive shot at the green. Now strategically, if you don't have that carry distance, what you want to do is put a ball in play into the fairway out there. And my goal on that shot for anyone playing this hole is not to hit it in the bunker on the corner of the fairway. To me, that would be a shot you want to avoid. So I'd like a 240 shot left center, or go ahead and hit that 300-yard 1-iron at the green.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and hit both to show you guys what they look like, and I hope that gives you guys some insight on maybe the more average distance hitting, kind of how to play these holes. Because I think when you start really thinking about it from a tactician's perspective, the game gets exponentially easier because you can hit shots that are the same quality but cost you less and less shots because you're not setting yourself up to have to hit a perfect shot all the time. So let's hit both these shots, let's see where they end up, and let's see what the best decision would have been. All right, guys, so we've got 96 yards left to this pin here. So what do you think? Where do you think the 1-iron went? Because I know it's around the green somewhere, but...
Yeah, you're definitely close by. If it's not in the hole, and it could be, you never know, but you definitely hit it well, and we'll see. It should be right up by the green. But I do like this play. And what's also important to note, if you hit this too far down, you get blocked out by that tree. So we are in the sweet spot here. Let's see if you can hit a good one.
All right, guys, this is where my iron ended up, my 1-iron. It just carried over the green, so in this instance, the 1-iron would have probably been maybe the better shot. It's still a difficult shot, and unfortunately, as you guys saw, this is my wedge right there. Man, that wedge looked freaking beautiful. It just got a little bit away from me, and it landed on this downslope and just took a massive kick. So, yeah, so I guess 1-iron in this instance maybe could have been the play. But keep in mind, I had to hit a really good shot, and it's only in the conversation. So, but yeah, Bernie said it'd be good if I got to the front of the green, so feeling pretty good about being able to carry it. So. Alright, so that was a crazy green. Just barely missed that wedge shot, and I'm not upset about it. You know, I hit some good shots and I just didn't get rewarded. That's just how it goes sometimes. That is golf. So now on hole 11, 580 yard par 5. I'm gonna be hitting a driver, and we'll see if we can get to that next fairway. All right, guys, so I went a bit right here. I'm about 170 out because I did take a more direct route at the green. The pin is, it's hard to show, but the pin's right in that area here. And what we're thinking about doing is hitting it through that gap right there. So what do you think?
Yeah, I think you could, with your trajectory, you could probably hit your sand wedge up over that. The other option is just to hit a low shot back into play here and just hit another wedge on the green. So it's all about risk and reward. The problem with going up this way, if you catch one of those limbs, you can make a double bogey really quick. So if I were you, Kyle, especially in a tournament, I'd like to just
punch out,
and you can still make birdie.
All right, we'll have to do that then. And again, this is why it's important to have Bernie with me to talk me down from doing stupid things. So we'll punch out. We shouldn't have much more than 100 yards left, and we'll see if we can get up and down. Alright guys, so a pretty good shot here, and you can tell Bernie's advice helped out. So have about 75, 80 yards left. Pretty simple wedge shot. Gonna be hitting a 62-degree wedge, and yeah, just try and get it right up there close. All right, so you guys can see, really good shot. Well, she got really, so where it landed right here on the fringe. Sorry for that. Landed right there, and it kind of kicked up to here and spun back. So pretty solid shot. Let's see if we can make the putt. So that was a really slippery putt, so I was definitely a little careful there. These greens are tough, man. I mean, they really are. So you really have to be on your toes. So on to the next hole, hole 12, another par 5, 505 yards. Gonna be taking a driver right at that line. See if we can get it close to the green. All right, so I pulled it pretty good here, but this was kind of the miss. See the pin out there, I have 202 left. Got a slight jumper, so I'm gonna go ahead and play for something like that. I'm gonna hit a 9-iron. I don't mind coming up short, so let's get aggressive, see if we can hit the screen too. All right, well, I went a little bit right, but not long, just pin high. So let's see if we can get up and down to 62. Alright guys, so on to the next hole, and got about 160 left, playing 20 yards short. 140, gonna be hitting pitching wedge. Alright, so just a bit short. Didn't quite get my distance dialed in there, but we definitely could still get this up and down. So hitting a 58-degree wedge, see if we can hit a good chip. Guys, that was a pretty solid up and down. So that was a pretty tough hole to kind of factor in the elevation change and all that. So not super upset about a par there. On hole 14, we're hitting a 1-iron right at that tree trunk. All right, guys, so really good shot there in this little valley here. 102 to the pin. Definitely in prime position to attack here, so I'm gonna go with the 58-degree wedge, really try to hit it close. So not the best shot, left it out a little bit to the right. I think I kind of slid under the ball a little bit and didn't quite catch it the way I was expecting to, but we definitely still have a putt at it. So just gonna keep trying to roll it in and yeah, let's try to see if we can make something today because I don't think I've made much. So see if we can make it. Man, I gotta tell you what, I just can't figure these greens out. I know I should be able to, but still struggling pretty mightily with that. So on hole 15, gonna be hitting a 1-iron because I think there is some trouble about 100 yards out. So gonna be just hitting a 300-yard shot, try to leave myself a nice little wedge in. All right, guys, so we're a little bit left here, but we're still in pretty good shape. Got 160 left. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit a pitching wedge and just let the rough kind of jump it out there and try to get it the right distance. All right, guys, that was insane. Look where this ball landed and look where it ended up. So that is, I mean, this green is nuts. That ball was rolling back down. I mean, look at it. You can see how slopey this is. That green was rolling, that ball was rolling for almost probably 10, 12 seconds. So we got about 15 feet straight up the hill. See if we can knock it in. All right, so getting a little bit frustrated, but it's just been a long day. I don't know what to say. So on hole 16, there are 4 par 5s in this backside, by the way. So this is another par 5, 540 yards. Going to be in the driver right at the corner of that dog leg. All right, so 198 yards left. You can tell I didn't get too much roll there, but I smoked that pretty good. So 198, gonna hit a nice little probably 7-iron here because it is getting a little darker and the air's getting a bit heavier. So nice easy 7. Let's see if we can hit it close. So went a bit left, slightly long at the flag too, so you'll be hitting a 62-degree wedge, try to get it a little right up over that knoll there you see, and let it chase down to the pin. All right, so a bit disappointing there. You know, really thought the chip was going to run a bit more. That was exactly where I wanted to land it. Just didn't quite run out like I thought. Hasn't really been my day today, guys, but you know, I'm learning a lot. Hope you guys are really enjoying this. I'm enjoying it a lot too. So can't be awesome every day. Sometimes you suck, but when you suck, you learn a lot more. So 245-yard par 3, gonna be hit a 4-iron right at the flagstick. Well, not my best shot here. Just kind of leaked it out to the right, didn't quite shut the door, so that's something I definitely got to keep working on. But about a 25-yard shot here, going to be using my 62-degree wedge. We do have a bit of a backstop if you look at the top of that mound, so we can get this close. So let's see if we can knock it really close. All right, guys, that was a really good chip shot. Got about 5 feet left. So yeah, let's see if we can roll it in and make a really nice par save. All right, guys, well, we've made it to the last hole. It's gonna be a really fun hole, 500-yard par 5. Gonna be taking driver right around these trees and right out to the left center part of that fairway. So it's time to send it. All right, so not the best drive, kind of let it bleed out a little bit to the right, so we're still okay because we did make it past this tree. So this is what we're faced with. 240 left to the pin, pin's on the left side. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit a 7-iron here to try to chase it up that half pipe and get it on the green. All right, so that was an awesome shot. We'll have to see if we can find where it landed. That was definitely a tough one to judge. But yeah, it looks like it landed on the left side of this green here. It's like, can't quite find a pitch mark, but we got about 30 feet left here for our eagle, and it would definitely be nice to finish on a good note. So let's see if we can roll it in. All right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed that. Maybe not necessarily my best round. Wasn't quite super sharp today, but I really hope you guys enjoyed that. It's always great having Bernie out here. I really feel like I learn a lot whenever he's out here. I hope you guys do too. Special thanks to Woodhome for also letting us come out and do this. So what do you think? Besides me not being super sharp today, what else do you think about today? You think it was a good time?
For sure. Always great to be on the course with you, Kyle. And Woodhome's a challenging golf course. For those of you who live in Maryland, be sure you try to play it when you get a chance. And it's a hidden gem, as I mentioned. It will challenge all aspects of your game. You get uneven lies, lots of elevated greens, beautiful terrain here, so be sure to check it out. And I think you'll see a lot of shots on this video that come up when you play. So be sure to follow these strategy tips and start to think about your next shot before you hit the shot you're hitting. So you play a little chess on the golf course, and that's going to help you play better. Thanks, Kyle, for letting me be a part of this.
I'm always happy to have you on. People seem to really enjoy having you as part of it, so you add a lot of value. So it's really great to be able to, you know, helps me out and also helps a lot out the viewers, and that's what it's all about. So, you know, we're all just trying to play better golf. But that's a great way to put it. Don't play checkers on the golf course. Play chess. So.
All right.
But guys, I do appreciate having Bernie on the channel. If you guys want Bernie on here more, smash the like button. I definitely plan on having him out for more vlogs. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. With that being said, I'll see you guys next time.